first of a 10-week programme on careers education, information and guidance. And whenever you see Kermit, guess what? Kermit, the careers advisor, he's going to pop up and start talking to you about the lesson. Right, your learning intention is to understand different businesses, labour market information and how it can be useful to you. So we're going to start off with building some knowledge, and that's going to be on a new system called, a new website called Start. And then through that website you're going to be able to decide what jobs you like and dislike. And then on that third layer we're going to look at recommending jobs for a friend, and most importantly justifying your decisions. So the vocabulary we want to look at today are personality traits. We'll have to see where that pops up in the lesson. Decision making, competitive and soft skills. And if you see, there's just some selection of jobs at the bottom, hopefully from a wide variety of sectors for you. So you know what you're doing. Here's the list of tasks and actions that you need to do during this lesson. There are 7 tasks. Some are simple tasks, some might take you a little bit longer, but hey ho, this is your work list. Looking at your booklet, we're on page 2 and 3. We've got a roadmap of your learning journey and the lorries that you're going to fill up as part of your learning journey. Now you'll see these on page 2 and 3 of your booklet, and probably the most important question that might pop into your head, well hopefully pops into your head, is why are we doing this now, considering you might be a long way away from options? Well, if we look at that middle point there, decisions when you leave school in year 11 can't be taken quickly on a whim and without planning, and that's what this is all about. So an important factor we want to start looking at is making sure that you have an idea of what's available to you locally, regionally and even nationally, depending on how far you'd like to travel, in terms of potential jobs, potential salaries and where you might like to go. And in order to get there, what kind of training and qualifications you might need and who provides them. That's called labour market information. Leafing through your workbook, you probably come across on page 4 and 5, you've got a big table called My Work Plan. Well, that's your checklist. That's showing you all the work that you need to do that you can tick off. And it also is about capturing any questions you might have written, but it's not capturing the questions, it's for you to capture the answers. And some people you might like to talk to might be your teachers and your friends, and it's about capturing the answers that they give you as well. Now it's time for you to do some stuff. This is about you now logging on and logging into Start. So let's look at the instructions, and these will be on page 6 and 7 of your booklet, and you need to sign up, and you've got your first activity. All over to you. You should now be logged in and sorted and have done the first activity on the learning journey. Now the first bit for you to do, all about you, is all about me. Well, not me, Kermit or your careers advisor, it's about you, the student. So you click on the My Profile in the top menu bar, and then you will see on the left hand of your screen a little section called About Me. And we're going to look at those 4 categories: my interests, my work preferences, my skills, my qualities, and you're going to click on them and do as many as you can. Now please note the handy tip, because the Start profile actually creates the profile on you depending on how much you've answered. It's going to ask you an awful lot of things, so don't worry about having to do all of them, because you're never going to finish. You need to do some of them. Right, we're nearing the end. This is where you need to update your work plan on page 4 and 5. So please go back and put a few ticks on it. And if you haven't been keeping a log of it during the lesson, then now's your time to have a quick reflection in some of the questions you asked and fill in the chat sections. Once you've done that, then your next thing on page 3 is to fill in a few words, only a few words, because there's going to be more as we go through the 10 weeks, about the learning journey. So choose the right lorry. There's headings in each lorry, and then you've got to put some information that you've learnt about today in that lorry. free, you can now be just as smug as Kermit. You have done all that work, all 6 of those tasks. The tasks that look like a huge list at the beginning, you've now done all of them. Well done.